kindly have him escorted off the property. My voice was steady, almost gentle, yet it cut sharply through the warm sea breeze. The guards hesitated, glancing at my former husband and his mother standing barefoot on the pale sand, their confident smiles slowly falling away. A moment ago, she had announced with pride, "Only real family belongs here," and he had followed a casual, "Just leave, please." Neither of them realized whose resort they were standing in. I met Daniel 5 years earlier at a charity gala. He was polished, charming, and spoke like he understood destiny. Back then, I was only beginning my career as a hospitality consultant, helping others design luxury retreats. He said he admired strong women, and I believed him. His mother, Evelyn, played the part of the kind future-in-law. Homemade treats, gentle words, warm hugs. I mistook her act for affection when it was just a mask. When Daniel proposed, Evelyn cried, placed her own ring on my finger, and whispered that I was now truly family. I thought I had been accepted. What I didn't understand was that they believed I was theirs to control. Little cracks began to form. Daniel working late, hushed comments I overheard. "She's too driven. She needs to know her place." I ignored them until one evening. I found the messages, not from another woman. Worse, from Evelyn to Daniel. "Protect what's yours. She'll take everything. Once the money is secured, file for separation quietly." I remember the glow of his phone screen, reflecting in my trembling hands. I didn't panic. Instead, everything inside me slowed, and I understood exactly what they intended to do. But they forgot something important. I don't fall apart. I plan. I didn't argue. I didn't cry. I quietly began moving funds from our joint accounts into a new project he had no interest in, a coastal development he assumed was just another temporary job. He signed off on everything, too distracted to notice. By the time divorce papers were filed, every asset he thought was under his control was tied to the land I had purchased, land that would become my resort. I let them think they had won. I accepted the family vacation invitation without hesitation. They chose my resort newly opened, known for its breathtaking ocean views. They had no idea whose name was engraved on the ownership documents. I arrived early that morning, dressed in white. Daniel looked uneasy but smiled. Evelyn didn't smile at all. At breakfast, in front of other guests, she raised her voice and declared, "This place is only for true family," making sure everyone heard. Daniel gave his practiced approval. "Just go home." That was when I turned to the resort manager and said softly, "Please, escort them out of my resort." Silence swept across the room. Evelyn blinked, confused. Then she noticed the polished plaque by the entrance. Founder and owner, Emma Cross. Daniel's face shifted, confusion, then horror. Evelyn stammered, unable to form words. I stood quietly as the manager stepped forward and said, "Your luggage has already been packed." They were led past the guests they'd been boasting to moments earlier. Phone snap photos. Whispers followed them to the exit. I watched from the balcony as Evelyn's pride cracked like glass. Their big celebration was supposed to highlight Daniel's newest business venture, funded unknowingly by me. He had signed everything in his name, but all the intellectual rights belonged to me. When the legal documents surfaced, they would understand he owned nothing. I didn't need to yell or argue. Real victory is silent. As the sun sank into the horizon, I walked barefoot near the water, the waves brushing against my feet as though the ocean itself approved. I felt no anger, only clarity. They built their lives on deceit and entitlement. I rebuilt mine on intelligence, patience, and quiet strength.